studio this evening, Damien, Didi and Richie. Damien, first of all, how significant could this night be for Tottenham?
Well, you mentioned in the teaser, Darragh, will a result here help them become an elite side? For me, they are already. But I think it's time. It's time they take the next step. Not necessarily to winning a trophy. They might be off that at the minute, especially with Man City in the Premier League and also in the Champions League. They haven't won a trophy, obviously, in 10 years, which is amazing to think. But it's time for me, they start putting markers down and making statements. And I think a result tonight, when you think about what they did to Juventus in their backyard a few weeks back, they dominated them for 80 minutes. And I think a result tonight will go a long way to helping them win trophies, giving that belief, because it's still a young squad. I know they're 23, 24, but they've been together a while, and it reminds me of that Chelsea squad that I was part of 10, 12 years ago, even more. I think they're a top team already. All right, let's look at the Tottenham team, Richie.
It's a very strong lineup. No surprises for me. Lloris, top goalkeeper, obviously starts. Alderweireld is still absent because of a hamstring injury. So Sanchez, who started every Champions League game this season, partners for Tongan. Aurier is suspended at right full, so Kieran Trippier comes in. Dembele, who had a superb game in the first leg, partners Dyer, they'll probably sit in front of the defence. And I think probably the way the lineup is Eriksen, Son and Ali behind Kane. Lamela started the first leg, Son's now replacing him for this, but a very strong lineup. They've loads of attacking threats. And here's Juventus, Didi.
Yeah, Bernardeschi and Cuadrado are out for this one. The back line, pretty much what we expected, with Chiellini pulling and keeping the back four together. And Khedira had a very poor game in Turin. He's got to do better today. Pjanic pulling the strings, assisted by Matuidi and Khedira, as I said. And then the big story is that Dybala is back in the team. He was missing in the first leg, and I think that was part of the reason, or most of the reason, that they were their inability to keep the ball. They really struggled when they had possession. That's why Tottenham was on top for large parts. Higuain scored the 2 goals, missed a penalty as well. They have to score tonight to go through. So the front three, Costa, pace, Dybala's got the vision and the technical skills, and Higuain a goal scorer. So they will try to threaten their Tottenham defence. Just,
Didi, interested in your view about the comment Damien brought up about Tottenham and a trophy. Do you think they need a trophy this season?
Well, it's not easy to win the Champions League or the league, so the domestic cups are the best chance. But I think to give yourself a better chance in the coming years to compete and to maybe go to a final or win a trophy, I think you've got to play these quarter-finals, semi-finals, finals, because it makes you grow as a team, it makes you grow as a player. And I think it's very important. You know, this is a knockout game. It's only the last 16, but it's a big scalp. And I agree with Damien. If they were to go through tonight, I wouldn't like to draw them in the next round, because I think they're a proper football team.
Richie?
I think progressing through rounds like this would be a real statement. I don't think you asked the question there, do they need to? And sometimes people use that term in relation to, you know, the future of the manager, the survival of some of the players in the squad. I don't think Tottenham need to win a trophy to justify keeping the manager. I think he's doing an outstanding job.
But in terms of progress made and the growth and development of this team and squad?
So I think, like 2 years ago when they were beaten in the Europa League by Dortmund, the manager came out and said, we just can't compete with the top teams in the continent. Last year they were disappointing in the group stage. This season in the group stage, the manager's quotes in the build-up to this game, he's saying Europe is respecting us now. The Dortmund result, the 2 performances and the results against Madrid, what they did in the first leg, I think they're already doing something that they haven't been done regularly or at all before. And this is a club that's only got to the quarterfinals once. So I don't think there's a very, very high bar within the club that they have to step up to.
Okay.